Back in the shop working on the supercharger sled. Since this cylinder was kind of had it, see the trunk taken out of the Nicosil. I went on the classifieds, found a used one. It was piston. Piston's not too bad. I was actually thinking about putting it back together with the used piston, but this one's got quite a bit of blow by. See all the brown? I got this belt alignment tool for my truck in the mail. So if I wanted to use it and put the supercharger back together, I can align the belts perfectly. And then I also ordered some Pro X piston kits. Here's the rings. Wrist pin bearing. Wrist pins. And pistons. Got these for 140 bucks a piece, the full kit, so it's not too bad. Way cheaper than Cat. And supposedly these Pro X pistons are the ones that Yamaha uses on their sleds, their older sleds, Pro X. And then I also have a top end gasket kit here somewhere. I got this gasket kit because I was getting coolant in there by the looks of it. So I haven't really decided. Here's that used cylinder that I got. It looks pretty good. Low miles, same with the piston. So I was hoping I could use it again. But my only concern was how good my piston is. The difference of them. So I just went and bought new pistons. I'll just keep that one as a spare. Now if I'm gonna do this, I just want to do it right and make it a lot easier on my back. So probably gonna take out this bottom end, put it on the bench, and then try and get the belt aligned, the two pulleys aligned. See if it would do a lot easier, because doing it in the sled might be a little bit of a pain. Now to take the rest of this engine out, you got to remove both clutches, the engine torque plate, all the coolant lines, the oil line on the other side, the wiring for the temperature sensor and the ECU, all those jumbled up mess, and then take off the throttle bodies and the oil pump connector. I already had the adjuster off for the secondary, so it's just easy to pop it off, put it to the side. There's all the bolts, Torx ones you have to take off. And then that one, and you can see my torque plate for my motor. It's a 2012, so it had the problematic one, the thinner. So I need to get a new one of those if I do decide to run this sled. But for now I'm just making fun. Everybody's on isolation, so that one for the motor mount you gotta get take off too. And for my primary, I have the Team primary clutch with the roller bearing down on the bottom. from a 18, and I used it to replace the cat clutch because it's a piece of meat. Just got to take off that bolt and stick the clutch puller in there. I just went to Princess Auto and got these Torx bits set. It's cheap. They're not the best, but when you break off or twist the ends, you can just cut them shorter. It's a T60. I just stuck a pry bar in the clutch to hold it while I loosen it. This bolt's not really in there that tight. Counterclockwise takes it off. Then you can take your clutch puller. Gotta lubricate the end. Put a little bit of grease on the end so it helps it slide. So I just tighten it in by hand and with the ratchet all the way up until it starts spinning the clutch. Just stick my pry bar in to lock the clutch. Rest it on the aluminum down in the bottom of the bulkhead. Stick my cheater bar on it because I got a bad back and I don't want to hurt myself. Get it good and tight. Once I got it good and tight, I can take the cheater bar off and hit the end with a hammer. Now that I got it tight, I'm going to take my hammer, tap it on the end, see if it'll pop off. Sometimes they pop off a lot harder than that, but that one wasn't too bad. Then when you're done with your puller, just wipe it off, get it clean for next time. Now with the primary clutch popped off, take it, put it to the side, and we can work on all the bolts that hold the torque plate on. Hopefully throw that torque plate in the garbage and we can find a new one. These top Torx bolt bits are T30. And I just break off the bit in the end. Nice. Well, let's try this again with a different bit. And the last one I'll have to get out somehow. Well, that took way longer than I'd like to admit. Buttered up the screw a little bit, but whatever. It's no big deal. At least I got that stupid hardened steel bit out. I just gotta get these ones off. Took those two out. And I can take the clutch shroud off. And that crossbar. The ones that go into the crank are a 9mm. Probably have to heat them up. I put Loctite on them. Give them a little tap with a hammer when the socket's in it. Loosen them up. Well, I got all the bolts and screws out. Take that off. And I can take that coolant line, drain the rest of the coolant out of the bottom end. Loosen the two throttle bodies off. The motor mount over there. Electricals, there's some little odds and ends. Motor mount down on the very bottom of the engine. Well, the engine's all ready to get pulled out now, but I can't lift it because I just had back surgery not too long ago, so I just gotta wait to get some help. Take it out, put it on the bench somewhere, and start putting everything back together.